Well, happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody, and welcome to our Iron Man. We're here with our Tauren Marksmanship Hunter. I love these guys. This is getting to be my favorite hunter spec. No pet. So you get extra damage level 24 for not having a pet. So I like to practice without it. And let me just get my sound off before I forget. This is where my problems come from. There we go. Okay, so we're going for my berserkers and my axe throwers, and we're still going for lynx pelts. So if there's any spring pile, usually you find a few up here, at least a few. There's one pelt. I was using stay shot and aim shot as for your main guns, and then if they're still coming, then you go to arcane. They've been made so many times that you don't have to use the arcane. And you don't have to worry about where your pet is. I wonder what's going on. I hit the wrong key. Okay, that's never the wrong key if it dies. That's one berserker. It dies and you don't. I consider it the right key, even though it's not technically the right one. And that aim shot has the same graphics a lot of games use for assassination shots. So it's basically what it is. Oh, excuse me. Don't know where that came from. That's two pelts. I missed out on one quest. I'm not going back to get. One for the hammer from from a Timby. No biggie. I'll just do the basics. Axe throwers, berserkers, and leave. What? Oh, there's the note. No! I keep telling. I told you to lay off of this. You don't need to. It's a week from Tuesday. Yeah, I told you to lay off of this. Don't worry about it. You said you'd give it up like 5 minutes ago. I mean, no, don't worry about it. Okay, here we go. There's another axe thrower. Only 2 more of each. One more berserker. This is gonna be a whole lot easier than usual without that one quest there. Ah, great goal. I love one-shotting things. You do actually quite a bit with that. His critical's fairly regular. Shadow Priest. Maybe all we have left here is Shadow Priest. Oh, that'll take me back to Bloodhoof. Actually, that would work. So I gotta turn that quest in for learning to ride. Got the training here, but I need to turn the quest in. It wouldn't be hard getting back either. I think I will. When I get done here. Then I can reset my Hearthstone for Fairbreeze. And one more Berserker and one more Axe Thrower. If I know this layout, it shouldn't be too long. Yeah, there's a Berserker. There's an Axe Thrower in the building there. This will be the last one. Okay. And critical. Keeps me out of the way so I can use my Hearthstone. I don't have anything else to do here, really, so let's go back to Bloodhoof. Turn that quest. I think I already got the training. I just need to turn the quest in for the experience points and the money. Like I was right next to the trainer. I might as well just go get it. It's easy to check. Pretty sure I do. Yep, I already got Horizon Riding. So I got the training up at not the bottom of the hill from the money place, but can't turn the quest in there, guys. I'm here for that. So back to Orgrimmar, and we'll take the portal to Silvermoon City. We'll be right down the street from the money area. Go turn all that stuff in. It's so much easier to get around now with those portal rooms. Once you get used to them, and those of us who were used to getting used to chasing portals all over the world, we're like, oh man, that's not gonna work. It's gonna be too out of the way and all. But actually, it works pretty good. Yeah, some of the portals are in out of the way places, like the one to Zuna goes to the Crumbling Palace, which is not really necessarily where you want to go. But other than that, it's not bad. The classic world works great. And going to Shattrath, going to Outland. But you start Outland. I would actually, if you're out Challenger, start Outland by using the Shattrath portal. That puts you out in Shattrath. Just take one of the roads out of the top of Shattrath and follow the road down to the quests for the druids, and you're back in business. If you try to go to Hellfire Peninsula Challenger, you're not going to make it, more than likely. Remember, so it's a leveling contest, not start the expansion, work our way in, all the way through, no matter what. You know, if it works better to start in the middle, start in the middle. You'll be there 20 levels. You might as well sit back and get used to it. If you need a few levels later, you can always go back to Hellfire Peninsula. Then you got your higher level abilities and all that. And we're still going on Children's Week. If you haven't taken your little toddler around, you only got a few more days left. It ends. It ends, I think, Sunday at midnight, or like midnight, or probably midnight. Let's see. Now, Children's Week ends on Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. And see, I think next week's the Balloon Rides. The Balloon Festival starts Monday, goes through Wednesday. That's something you want to try. Check with Wildhead to see exactly where they are if you haven't done it before. I would highly recommend the Zuna ride if you can get there. And if you're over 30, there shouldn't be any problem getting there. There's one in Suramar too. It's great. It takes off from Meridel. That's the trivia contest. So you better bone up on your World of Warcraft trivia because if you don't know your lore, I mean, Even I have trouble answering some of those. Now back to the portal room. Oh, that has been traveling around the hypercrust ocean for a while now. You see them everywhere. There's was one Alliance, one Horde guy who's doing that. The Alliance guy, you always see him in Stormwind. Okay, here we go. Now out the Shepherd's Gate, and away we go. ATC. Usually when urban fairs in town, they're not there because they stopped doing that. Don't get the buff for waving to them anymore though. No, I'm doing my stream. And here we go. And it's scared my encroachment. And now we'll go back to the party here. We got Ball of Suntouch Special Reserve, which I should have got when I was in the town in the city, but I was too stupid. So we'll go get that now. Then pick up the fireworks at the Flight Master, and then head down to the party to turn in. – thinking of going Ghostlands with him. Trying to find different places to go. Parksmanship Hunter, I think, might be able to pull it off. Every now and then it helps consult the map. Okay, there we go. Here's Blind Master Sun Touched and Sun Touched Special Reserve. It'll be anywhere from 2 silver and 8 copper to 3 silver. I mean, somewhere in that range. It tends to vary for some reason. But now we ride out to the Flight Master. Grab the fireworks and head back down. Ah, yeah, wrong place. Wrong place. Kind of went on autopilot there for a minute. Usually I have to go back up to get the appetizers. I got them already. My kind of party, wine, appetizers, and fireworks. Been to some of those drinking and fireworks kind of parties. It doesn't always turn out too well. Okay, time to go back to Fairbreeze. There's the fireworks. So the vendor is right next to the Flight Master. Go grab them. Make my way down to the Haven and turn them in. We'll walk down so I can check for links on the way. Okay, like he's doing. There's one. Still need four pelts. There's one thing you see around here a lot of is links. And auto shot for the win. That's 3 pelts. You don't get much chance to jump in on marksmanship hunters' kills because the first shot darn near does it usually. I only need 2 more pelts, so that's cool. I'm sure I can get that very soon. And you turn in all those party favors, and you get an invitation to come back later. And those invitations do work. I mean, if you right click on it and touch either drink or food on the table, you can pick it up. So I mean, it does have a use. Stay shot now. Generates 10 focus. So you get some focus off stay shot. That's nice now. At level 11. I have the shots lined up, longest to shortest. One's the longest, and 3 is the shortest cast time. You always want to use your longest shots, longest cast time shot first. That's why I have them lined up like that. Use that one to engage the enemy. It usually has the biggest hit. So they probably don't get anything because the sun can run up that way. So you can pretty much assume you see somebody coming out of an area, it's pretty well done. But there's one they missed. There we go. There's one recipe for Lynx Mate. I forget what I think it's the drink bullet. It used to be, I think, somewhere else now, but I know there is one floating around. So if you see it, grab it. If you have cooking, doesn't make sense to buy this buy it without the cooking ability. But, okay, now let's see. Ranger Sarayan. Now Sarayan is guarding the border, keeping the undead from the dead scar coming into Eversong Woods. We're going to do our change there. And I'll go up to here after we check the armor. And check the armor. And back out. For some reason, he's not been quite as lucky in the money category. But I'm sure that'll pick up. There's Ranger Serene. She can always use help. She wants to go down the Scar and slay 4 Rutland Marauders and 4 Dark Wraiths and come back. This doesn't take a whole lot of time. Especially now for something like marksmanship that just destroys these things. It's almost like getting enchanted arrows. They just take these guys out. So let's just see. With self-heal, I got 2 my Marauders already. This will be my second Dark Wraith. I popped in like a balloon. Oh, the second one was coming right behind him. That's why I arcane shot him. But nope, no such luck. Tigers I saw pretty good today. I'm gonna have to look into that. And 1 more Dark Wraith. My Dark Wraith got away. There's already one of the Dark Wraith. I don't want the little Marauder guy. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Well, there's one. If you're going down here and you see Anger Shades, you've gone too far. There for another quest. Pick up a little red apple. Even with self-healing, hunters still need to eat once in a while. Yeah, but I'm busy right now. Okay, and that's got them all. And you turn that in. Now we gotta go see one more in Duran. The reason why I'm gonna do this now instead of saving it for later is it's right up the road here, and the other way you gotta go through the woods. It's easier to get to if you do it this way. As I found out after like 12 years of doing it the wrong way, there's always an easy way, an easier way. No easy ways to do these. There's an easier path to follow a lot of times. He's trying to get the boar stones powered back up. One's gone completely. The other one, this one's still got some life in it. There's another one he thinks he might be able to reactivate. So he thinks that once you take the crystal, plant it near the runestone, and defend it until it's charged up. Because that thing, once the power starts coming out, is going to attract every scourge you can think of. So, so it's gonna get a little crowded, and just gotta hang in there. Let me check. See one thing. Do I have rapid fire? No, rapid fire. Bursting shots next level. Rapid fire, you don't get to level 20. So, gonna be interesting. Fortunately, these things are, to put it mildly, not very tough. So, we'll be one shotting a lot. And for Scourge, they're kind of wimpy, to be honest with you. And I still need one more of those pelts. There used to be a timer up here, but there isn't. So you have to watch the countdown of the crystal if you want to see how much time is left. And right click on it and wait for the fun to start. There we go. Go away. can't always just stop? What? And we got it. Okay. And let's pop across here. Turn it in. Helps to ride through here because you're moving too fast for them to jump on you. You tend to not attract a lot of attention down there when you're mounted. Let's ride right through something, then that's your own fault. We got the runestone powered up. So 2/3 of it is better than nothing. And you get paid off and thanked, and now it's time to go back to Fairbreeze Village. See what else we can dig up here. Okay, let's see. Some of them you can't do on a challenger really, so I'm just going to find Lariana Riverwind, his sister. She's out working with the treants in the scorched orchard, and she could probably use a hand. So, yeah, different thing. Sometimes these are the most helpless people on the face of the earth. Yeah, yeah. Everybody wants you to do something to help them. What would they do if the adventure didn't come along? Just not do anything? I mean, yeah, that's pretty typical. It's going to take a little while to hit the last one. There we go. I always looking back. It'd be easier that way. I'm like halfway there. Let's just turn around, going back, come back this way. Let's run straight through here and finish it up. I'll get my armor. Okay, there we are. It's a big problem. The greenkeepers all withered around way when the scourge came through and tore up the dead scar. They on the way through they burnt this thing basically and sucked the life out of the ground. Is what it boiled down to. So these trees are all dead. They're not coming back. Now the greenkeepers' one purpose in life is to keep the forest growing. So they're all going crazy trying to keep this forest growing when it's not going to be able to grow. Because he wants you just to put them out of their misery. Just because they'll go crazy if they don't. So still don't want to do it. I never feel the least bit guilty when that happens because I started my shot before he took off after it. So I don't feel all guilty for taking it away from him, which you don't anymore. But I still got that classic mentality, like I don't want to take his kill away from him. Just a little bit of lag there. Yeah, there my arrows around 3 second delay. Ooh, I love that. Him, not so much. That was tougher than most. Yeah, no. If I was a survival hunter, maybe I don't play survival a lot. And if you watch my ill-fated attempt at the contest last year, you'll understand why I really don't play a lot. Every now and then, while challenges, we used to have challenges, we used to have contests. They had one uh, for survival hunters. Now I play a survival hunter. I have one survival hunter. I have like 50 characters in my main server. I have one survival hunter. Yeah, do not play it a lot. Not that I don't like it. It's just it's kind of a throwback actually. When the hunters had melee ability, like in classic, yeah, you have the hunters actually can hold and use a sword. Well, the thing that was in case you're wondering why they don't use a sword anymore, it's kind of a trade-off. Warriors, you used to be able to use guns, and hunters used to use swords. But when they took the guns away from the warriors, it was only fair to take the swords away from the hunters. And I got a warrior that's still pouting about losing his gun, man. He really used that. And it, mainly to pull one thing out of a pack because you can hit one thing with a gun. If you charge into a pack, you're gonna pull the whole pack. If you hit something with a gun, you're probably gonna pull just the one. So he liked having that, you know, or hurt it, at least hurt it before it gets too close to you, so it's an easy kill. Uh, and of course, hunters. If you charge a hunter, you know he needs his melee to defend himself. When they took the melee away from hunters, uh, they did something a little strange. They didn't realize that was going to be a huge problem until hunters started really complaining that they couldn't do anything once somebody charged them. They hadn't thought of that. Oh, there's a pendant in this guy. Then there's initials OR etched on it. Maybe maybe you can find somebody that knows something about it. Yeah, it's like a ceremonial pendant or something. And white bar doesn't even count as a kill. Go figure. So what they did was eventually, it took a while. They evened things up a little bit by giving hunters a point blank range, which gave the same effect as having a sword. And there were a few surprised people, a few surprised hunters charging into hunters and getting killed when they put that in because they hadn't realized that you don't read the patch. If you play one character, one class basically, and that's it, you always read the patch notes for everybody else. So there were a few surprises early on. And she's not happy you killed them all. She's glad you put them out of their misery. Then you show her the pendant. Turns out it was her pendant. She gave it to White Bark when the Treants helped them rebuild the village. So there's something she'd like you to do for her. The pendant brings back some bad memories. So what she wants you to do is go bury the pendant by the runestone. That's where she first met him, and put his memory to rest. So we're gonna ride the runestone. That runestone, yeah, that's the same one that Runeworm's garden. No, it's not. This is the dead one. So take it, right click, and he's a little miffed at you for disturbing his sleep. But he figures he'll leave the pendant buried there, and maybe someday, well, if even the elves are long gone, the new tree will grow in this spot and start to rebirth the forest. So there's that. Well, hearth back to Fairbreeze. Gotta pick up my poke collection. Always take the one with the bigger plus the armor, I always say. Let's patch up the armor first. Sell back some of the stuff. We're about done here. I'm doing my stream. I'll be here another hour. Where am I going from? Ah, well. Her son, I think, was a courier. Her nephew, it was a courier, and he went into the Ghostlands and never came back. She's kind of close to him and wants to find out what happened, so she wants you to check out the road to Ghostlands. Yeah, I'm trying Ghostlands. Got pretty far the last time on here. Yeah, which way is Ghostlands? Yeah. No, can't remember which way the Ghostlands are. I know they're south, but oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah. When you're going up on the screen, it doesn't feel like going south to me. But and I think I found them. Trying to get to Quentin Coolin, but it didn't quite make it. He got hit by the plague, so she's got to find a way to cure him. So she wants 4 plague blood samples from the beast in the Ghostlands. Yeah, it's kind of like you need the disease to make, you need the toxin to make the cure. And basically, it's the way she's doing it. They use the plague to make a cure for the plague. And why she didn't pass that out around years ago, I was still trying to figure out. Anything over here is going to possibly give you a blood sample. There we go. No, it's not plague. Okay. It's the regular old blood sample. Plague blood sample. There we go. That's one. It's another plague blood sample. See what this rifle's like. Bow's still better. The those recurve bows are really nice. You'll have one for a while. This is level 16. I should have it for a while yet. That's 3 plague blood samples. And that's 4 plague blood samples. Back across the bridge. I'll run the daylight here. It's coming around and trying to get your attention. Why don't you take this letter to Arcanius Vandril and Tranquillin to try and get this message through and hasn't been able to yet, so it's our job to finish the task. The Arcanius isn't hard to find. You're on the main road. All you got hunting around buildings trying to find them. This is the kind of area where you start getting things encroaching on the road. Remember, it always says stay on the road because it's safer than going through the wilderness. Well, safer is the operative word. It's extremely dangerous in the wilderness. It's a little bit safer on the roads. I mean, like first time I went to Stranglethorn Vale, I got one shot by a gorilla because I wasn't thinking. I'm on the road. I'll be safe. Not necessarily. There's the Arcanist. Give him his delivery, and you get the bag, which is always nice. Forsaken. Yep. Why are they here? Well, that's a good question. But, if you got the Forsaken sort of have a sentimental attachment to the English land, so speak to the High Executive about it. But yeah, this is where Sylvanas came from, so they kind of have a vested interest in keeping the Ghostland safe. His Dark Khan is coming back. They're trying to stop him. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to do a whole lot of the Dark Khan storyline. But it's interesting. You're going to do really loving through here. That's an interesting little storyline. Extremely dangerous, but still interesting. Looking back to Vandril after you get the scoop from the executor. Oh crap! These guys again. This is where I got in trouble last time. If I cannot run, I'm gonna leave the Ghostlands. Yeah, look at it. Managed to escape him this time, but I'm gonna take a chance again. Let me go back to where I know I can do it. The Barrens. That's how I got knocked out here the last time. I know I was there. When they are, they're extremely dangerous. If I had rapid fires, some AoE, I might be able, with maybe a major flame strike or something. Might be able to pull it off, but yeah, that's sort of my cue to get out of here. Had to try it though. I did get through there at least once. Just happened to get unlucky. Me there when they came up. I said I got hit and I knew what it was. I'm like, oh crap. It is nice to know you can avoid them if you act fast enough. That one hits you, you turn around, you see like five of his buddies come at you. Oh, no, 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 no. If you're doing regular leveling Ghostlands, my advice is to bring a group with you. Because we really know the way to do it. And we can't group up in contests, in these quests, in these challenges. So go back to do it the old fashioned way. Firewatch Post, the Crossroads, the Morshan, and from there on. Why? Because I know I can do it. The good thing is there is now a portal to Orgrimmar in Silverman City. So you don't have to worry about going all the way back to Undercity to get back to Orgrimmar. Which was mainly put in for the modern day storyline. Because if you haven't got to Battle for Azeroth yet, you can't use the crystal in the Ruins of Lordran. So they had to put the portal in to be able to make that trip. And if you've done BFA, you know why. I would not advise doing BFA just to find out, though. BFA is kind of has its moments. I don't do it. I don't do BFA again unless I have to, because I mean, I don't ever have to. I didn't really like it. I really don't like the intro to it. That's if I could skip the intro, I'd probably do it. Not super difficult. Just at times it can be a little boring, but fortunately, you don't have to do it anymore if you don't want to. I think a lot of that level change is because people complain, "Oh, I don't want to do Draenor. I don't like that one. I don't like BFA." Yeah, So fine, don't have to do the ones you don't like. You can go straight to the ones you do, like Pandaria. I don't think I've heard anybody say they don't like Pandaria. There's something about that. It's just fun. I mean, the Pandaria are nice people. The quests are kind of interesting, especially if you're a lore buff. All right, here we are. Beautiful inside the Duranshire blockade. If you remember the original, there's like just a wall there. Well, they knocked the wall out and put a nice big portal up. Getting the Barons from Orgrimmar is easy. All you gotta do is find the Goblin Slum up by the embassy, basically. There we go. Over to South Fury. Then follow the road, such as it is. Not really a road, just a. You catch up with the road eventually. So let's do this part for you. It gets a little crowded after a while. There's lions and raptors and other stuff up here. Lions and raptors are the ones that'll attack you first, so those giraffes are all passive. And like I said, this little crowded, but you don't have to fight them. They'll go away eventually. Yep, there he goes. Yeah, hunters don't like fighting close quarters nowadays. Plane strider, I'll see that later. Okay, repair the armor. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then we go get the quests. Been following me for a while. These are going to be pretty familiar. Kill 8 Brisbane plunderers and 3 hunters. Another most infamous quest of the bunch. Sees you collect 7 Plane Strider beaks, which is a whole lot easier now than it used to be. I got bursting shot. Oh, just now realized that. I'll put it down here where I can use it instead of up top there. I'm not gonna need that. That comes in handy later on with the full bore. That's mostly for multi-opponent attacks. Kind of cleared the way a little bit. That's 2 beaks. Okay, that's 3 strider beaks. If you wonder what the strider meat's for, the strider meat stew, I think it is, that you can get the recipe from the trades vendor in Crossroads. So if you have cooking, you want to hang on to those. I was thinking about hunters. They always want that first shot just in range. So let's shoot for a while. I'll move as soon as the number turns from red to white. I'll stop and shoot. So you want to keep as much distance as possible between them. Those first 2 shots take a while to rev up. That's 4. There's my own fault there. The feign death didn't come in handy. I think I'd take it off the board, but every now and then it comes in handy. Lucky you, starting to see a few more of those these days. That's 6 speaks. Feral Druid. Yes, I have one of those floating around. Yeah, mage. You might be slightly outrange a mage. Mage spells are 40-yard range. The stage shot has 42-yard range. So you could effectively beat a mage with a punch if you fired just as you came into range. The mage fired a spell at the same time. The mage would probably miss. You would definitely hit. Turn them in. And level 13 gets concussive shot. All right. That's coming down here. That thing is useful big time. Disengages sometimes, but not nearly as much as the concussive shot. Fix up my armor a little bit. Head on up. I remember I need 8 plunders and 3 hunters. The fact is, you want to concentrate on the hunter himself. The dog is basically irrelevant. You can always use your exhilaration to heal up if you have to. You want to see a free as wolves from the Burning Barn. So we'll untrap his wolf. There's one. There's two. Great. I'll do it like you're supposed to do it. Come out the other end. It's hunter season. He's already got it. I love druids. The druid forms are kind of colorful. Remember the original druid travel form is probably the one that I liked the best. There's a cheetah. Nothing fancy about it, just usual everyday run the mill cheetah. It was very realistic. I kind of missed it when they changed it. Okay, what's that? 200s. If you get over here before you get your 7 beaks, there's some clean striders back in there, and they do count. That's one blender. So I know I can get through this way. So there's 7 more plunderers and one more hunter. And my third hunter. Oh, abort. I was already attacking it. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'll go turn in that wolf quest a while. While I'm thinking about it, and I'm down this way. Everybody else on a killing spree out there in the field. I'll come back, turn it in. These are what I'm looking for. I look for the one that sells for the most. I know I can't use either one of them. Because you will be needing money for Rye at level 20. And 7 goals, a nice little start. Now again, the problem of all you find is hunters. Once you get done with your hunters, you'll find more hunters than you ever saw in your life. Before you get all 3 hunters, they're usually a little bit sparser than they were tonight. I just looked into a few of them. That's 4. We're going back to that cave. That's basically their lair. Let me guess, priest. Oh, that was close. Well, it might have been that AOE the priest got. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I saw the wings. It's paladin. Retribution paladin, no less. So the wings come out in Templar's Verdict. Yeah, six. I only need two. I only need two more hundred. Resume. Whoa, this one's flying by. I need two more plunderers. That's why the wolf gives no loot, very little experience, but you gotta fight him. They've been one of my favorite Big Bang episodes was when Sheldon was teaching. Uh, yeah, I can't remember her character name offhand. Uh, uh, Penny. Yeah, Sheldon was teaching Penny how to play MMOs, and she got hooked. Like if you play an MMO, it's even funnier because it's just what happens when you're starting out. You know, like wow, I got treasure chest. What that chest? Did I get some good loot? No, no, you got something more valuable than loot. You got experience points. It's just like, huh? Then when she gets hooked, it's then she becomes like a Mythic Plus raider. You know, now going when you first start playing, you know, you get those day long binges, and you forget what day of the week it is sometimes. I did a smart thing. When I got the internet, I got it when I was on vacation because I knew it was going to happen. I was going to get on there and I was not going to come off, and I was right. I mean, yeah, I got started a little later than most. I got started right around the time that Mr. T was working with him with the Mohawk grenades. Yeah, that's about when I came in this thing. And there we go. Turn that in. Now we're going into the cave. We have five defenders, five Thornweavers, and Kriegsnarl Snout, the leader, bring back his tusk. And the quartermaster, being a little practical, wants the five crossroads supply crates. Now, if you play Alliance, this is basically the Horde version of the Wendigo Cave, the Grizzled Den. Now, take out take out all these, and then take out the big guy and bring back the crates. Yeah, basically the same thing. I should probably start noticing those things. Like, this quest sounds familiar. Oh, yeah. They've been stealing supplies and attacking caravans, and it's time to fight back. Sure, miner is a node right inside there you want to remember. Okay, that's one. I'm getting all thorn weavers right off the bat. Unlike westerns, there's no penalties for shooting somebody in the back. It's not frowned on. He starts to run, he deserves it. There's one crate. I'll see if he's going to grab. If he's not going to grab the crate, I'll grab it. But I'll be nice. I thought he was going to go for it. That's why I let him have it. Hey, W, you get in a fight, you kill the guy, you look up and somebody else got the crate. That's, so if I don't like it happening to me, I'm not going to have it happen to anybody else. I need a defender. He's taking advantage of the situation. I pull the defender off. If you jump down that hole, you won't kill you. But there's crates and a couple defenders, thorn weavers. So if you need a little catch up, that's where you do it. There's two crates with Krieg up here. I think we both just missed it. No, he's the one that got him. I think. It could be he killed him just waiting for the crates to respawn. Crates will respawn usually just before Krieg does. Monks. The lightning does more damage than it did, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Speed didn't do like any damage. I need two more thorn weavers. The fair fire isn't much to most people, but to a rogue, it's death on wheels because you can't go into stealth if you're fairy fired. I found this purely by accident. You'll never guess how. Yep, I was filling up purely. I filled up purely because I'm stupid. And it might have been a decent idea. Now I make a point. If I'm behind a little bit, I come here. I was way behind on defenders and crates. So this is what I call a catch-up cave. It gives me enough thorn weavers. I need three more defenders and two more crates. I say don't really get hurt doing this. That's why I'll do it on Iron Man. You don't take really any damage coming down there. If you're lucky, you jump down on top of a crate. So, that's something to remember when you come through here. if you have discovered it already. Okay, I need 2 more supply crates and 2 more defenders. That's a Thornweaver. I can wait for defenders to respawn. I mean, or I can take somebody else off and do that Thornweaver. See if I can stay out of the reach. Yeah, stay out of its aggro range and see if I can pick up some defenders along the way. And when I'm going to the boss, I don't really look for what I'm shooting at. I just shoot what's in front of me. I can always make it up later. These are the ones we get lucky. The ones that the chest will respawn before the Thornweavers and stuff do. So, one more crate and some more mining if you're into mining copper. I need one more crate, one more defender. I'm going to abandon anything to do with the Arcanist. Wayward Ambassador. Nope. Wayward Apprentice. Nope. I don't know why you took that one. Probably by accident. Wayward Apprentice isn't bad, but it's not one I like to do on challenges a lot. And that's the last of the crates. I know there's going to be at least one defender up here. That's Koenig. I don't need him. It'd be a good time to use Eye of Kilrog if you're a shaman. Or Warlock. Yeah, Warlock's Eye of Kilrog. And that's all of that. Now I'm going to get back out. Right back. I believe it's this way. Yeah, go right up to Goldum Farm. That'll probably be the last thing tonight. But we only have, there's only a couple quests to do. Goldum, the Wapping Crossroads. Do a couple there, then ride down to Morshan. Got lucky coming out. Usually run into defenders at the gate. Oh, hi, Susie. Didn't see you there. Uh, I don't always keep an eye on my chat. I have to hit a key to see it. So you say something, I don't respond right away. There's a reason for that. I'm thankful I got the chat box I got working. I'm not going to try to mess with it. If I ever get too much set up and go on Twitch, they'll make things a whole lot easier. Or too much set up anywhere would be nice. Okay, turn in the tusk and get our armor back, which I couldn't use anyway because it turned blue on me. Give her supply crates. And we're not going to take the caravan because those caravans are kind of bugged. I don't take caravans anymore. I just jump on my ride and get. It's actually faster than taking the caravan anyway. It's not really that far. I mean, these areas look big, but they're not really once you break it down a little bit. What are we doing on gold? We're up to 9 gold. Level 13. Almost 14. In 6 levels, we can probably do it. Especially when I sell off what's in my bag and take some of that stuff to the auction house. Probably do a little bit of gold on at least. Here's what you don't want to run into in the caravan. That's why I don't take caravans. They're cheaters to hunt these roads, and can't actually die on a caravan. Especially the one close to crossroads. That cheetah will jump on the road and will not let you go. You can't shoot with your gun because your gun's not set up for cheetah. Just kill bore. That's the kill bore. So the way to get rid of it, and it will kill you. So I don't do the caravans anymore. I don't really get. I only get like 1,000 experience points for them. Not that much. Oh hello. We're real past gold. We're right past Goldum Farm. Oh well, no biggie. Goldum's not really. Well, it's also not worth going to anyway. You can always go back and get it later. Serga's got some hunting quests for you. And Jevra, to prove your worth. 4 Jevra hooves. And then for a little more challenge, the Savannah Huntresses. You need to take 5 claws from them. Well, these areas pretty much run together. So I always take this quest together. If you don't want to kill something, I'll get credit for it. Yeah. I will set myself up with the Flight Master and the inn at some point here. What's one set of Jevra hooves? Sometimes a little tough to kill. And it's white. It's great, actually. I can take it. Hmm. That was a nice shot. Right between the eyes. That's 3 sets of Jevra hooves. I've never seen a huntress stun somebody before. That one was tough. Set of claws. No Jevra hooves, but I got set huntress claws now. The Jevras are RNG. The huntresses are 100%. So you want to kind of prioritize the Jevras at the beginning and then just plow down the huntresses. There we go. That's all 4 of them. Now I need 4 more huntresses. Then we'll move on to Morshan next time. That's 3 claws. I need 2 more. One more hunter's claws. And we're all done with those, and that'll be it for tonight. Uh, Tomorrow night we got the basic challenge, and Friday high green, and Saturday the regular green. So hope to see you there. And until then, stay safe and have fun.